Alright, listen up. We need to have a serious talk about an anime that's probably older than a good chunk of you watching this. I'm talking about Inuyasha. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Old anime? Is that even watchable anymore? Doesn't it look kinda crusty? And to that I say, you're wrong. Inuyasha isn't just watchable, it's a foundational piece of work. It's the reason so many of us got into anime in the first place. And honestly, it still holds up. It's got everything. Demons, magic, feudal Japan, a half-dog boy with a temper, and enough relationship drama to fuel every fanfic site for time. We're talking absolute classic. So let's unpack why your parents' favorite anime still slaps harder than Inuyasha getting hit with a
sick boy.
So here's the deal. Our story kicks off with Kagome. She's just a regular middle schooler in modern-day Tokyo, living her best life, chilling with friends, probably complaining about homework. You know the drill. But then, she's got this exceptionally old family shrine with a well that's apparently a portal to the past. Not just any past, mind you. We're talking the brutal Sengoku period of feudal Japan. And yeah, it's crawling with demons. She falls in, accidentally wakes up a half-demon named Inuyasha, who's been pinned to a tree for like 50 years. Bro's probably got an insane case of pins on needles at this point. Turns out, Kagome is the reincarnation of Kikyo, the priestess who sealed Inuyasha, and she just happens to have this immensely powerful jewel, the Shikon jewel, hidden inside her. Of course, it shatters into a billion pieces the first 5 minutes she's there. Now, this grumpy dog boy and our confused modern girl have to team up to gather all the shards before some truly evil mastermind gets his hands on them. Sounds simple, right? It never is. This setup launches you into a grand adventure that spans over 190 episodes, 4 movies, and a whole sequel series. Buckle up, because it's a long, wild ride. Look, a lot of anime has a main cast, but Inuyasha, this show builds a family. They bicker, they fight, they almost kill each other sometimes, but when it counts, they're ride or die. It's peak found family vibes. Let's be honest, Inuyasha is the perfect example of a male tsundere. He acts all tough when deep down he really cares. He's a half-demon with sharp claws, an impressive transforming sword called Tessaiga, and an explosive temper. He's always trying to prove he's strong enough, he's always complaining, and he gets easily jealous. But underneath that grumpy exterior, he's super loyal, remarkably protective, and just wants to belong. His constant struggle between his human and demon sides is the core of his character. And yes, the
sick boy
command from Kagome, an all-time classic power move. It never misses, it's the go-to chill-out button. Kagome is the real MVP. She's not just a protagonist, she's the glue. She's a middle schooler dealing with literal demons and ancient curses, but also trying to ace her exams. She brings empathy, common sense, and sometimes just a regular bicycle to a world that desperately needs it. Her patience with Inuyasha's stubbornness is legendary, but don't get it twisted, she's got a strong will and powerful spirit too. Her sacred arrows are no joke. She's the anchor that keeps the entire unconventional family from completely falling apart. You'll respect her, trust me. Our Miroku, the smooth-talking, charming monk, whose biggest life goal, besides defeating evil, is asking every attractive woman he meets,
I wish for you to bear me a son.
He uses a highly powerful cursed ability called the Wind Tunnel in his hand, which is also a literal demon black hole that's slowly consuming him from the inside out. So naturally, his solution to this existential threat is to try and secure his lineage immediately. He's a total pervert, can't argue with that, but also incredibly intelligent, strategically sharp, and deeply loyal. When he opens that wind tunnel, you know things are serious. He's a walking contradiction, and that's why we love him. If you want a character who embodies strength, resilience, and unwavering loyalty, look no further than Sango. She's a professional demon slayer, carrying a giant, awesome boomerang made of demon bone called the Hiraikotsu. Her backstory is brutal, filled with betrayal and loss, especially involving her little brother Kohaku. But she never gives up. She's tough as nails, exceptionally skilled, and the physical powerhouse of the group, ready to throw that Hiraikotsu at anything that threatens her friends. Her dynamic with Miroku is genuinely heartwarming, even with all his nonsense. Every good group needs a mascot, and Shippo is our adorable tiny fox demon. He's basically the kid brother of the squad, often causing trouble or getting into situations where he needs to be saved. But he's also remarkably clever, using illusions and other fox magic to trick opponents or annoy Inuyasha. He's the undisputed comic relief, bringing lightheartedness to some dark moments, and he pulls out the softer, more protective side of even the grumpiest characters. He's the innocent observer, reminding us of the stakes through his childlike reactions. Okay, now we have to talk about Sesshomaru. If Inuyasha is the moody half-demon, Sesshomaru is the top-tier, full-blooded demon lord. He's Inuyasha's older brother, and initially, he's basically the cold, edgy guy every shonen series needs. Sesshomaru starts off seeing his half-brother as pathetic, only caring about power and proving his own superiority. He carries the demon blade Tensaiga, a healing sword that can't actually harm the living, which frustrates him. He wants Tensaiga, Inuyasha's sword, believing it's his birthright. Their rivalry is intense, fueled by jealousy and pride. He's powerful, aloof, and utterly ruthless. But here's the thing about Sesshomaru. He has one of the best character development arcs in all of anime. His interactions with a little human girl named Rin slowly chip away at his icy exterior. She becomes his unexpected companion, and through her, we see flickers of something resembling care, compassion, and even a kind of paternal instinct. He goes from being a purely evil force to a complex anti-hero who still does morally grey things, but now for reasons you might actually understand or even respect. His fights are always a spectacle, elegant, brutal, and utterly dominant. He's easily one of the most powerful characters in the series, but his true strength comes from that subtle, emotional shift. He's the kind of character who makes you think, okay, he's still terrifying, but I kinda get it now. Every great story needs a great villain, and Inuyasha delivers with Naraku. This dude isn't just a boss fight, he's the supreme trauma architect, responsible for almost every single bad thing that happened to our main cast. Naraku is this twisted, formidable demon, born from a human's dark desires and a bunch of yokai. He thrives on chaos, despair, and making people suffer. He's a master manipulator, never fighting head-on if he can help it. Instead, he uses puppets, illusions, clones, and mind games. He created the Wind Tunnel Curse on Miroku, set Kikyo and Inuyasha against each other, and forced Sango into a tragic path. He's calculated evil, always a step ahead, and always pulling the strings. What makes Naraku truly frustrating, but also effective, is his sheer resilience and his ability to adapt. You think you've got him? Nope, he's just shed a layer or sent a clone. He's a long game villain, a constant creeping threat that forces our heroes to confront their own weaknesses and grow together. He's the reason for all of their suffering. Forget just punching harder. The fights in Inuyasha are a whole cinematic experience. They're not just brawls, they're dynamic, strategic, and often deeply personal. You've got Inuyasha constantly developing new techniques for Tensaiga, from the devastating wind scar to the powerful adamant barrage. Kagome's sacred arrows purify and precisely target demon weak points. Miroku's desperate, all-consuming wind tunnel is a terrifying black hole. Sango's powerful, accurate throws of the Hiraikots are always a highlight combined with their agile combat style. The animation, for its time, was top tier, especially in these high-stakes battles. Each major fight feels weighty, with clear stakes and emotional payoffs. Characters get genuinely hurt, sometimes critically, and the consequences of their actions are often felt immediately. You feel the impact. Alright, let's talk about the real war zone in Inuyasha, the relationships. This anime is famous or infamous for its messy, complicated, and endlessly debated romantic entanglements. It's not just a love triangle, it's a full-on love polygon that's fueled shipping wars for decades. The main, of course, is the eternal struggle between Inuyasha and Kagome and Inuyasha and Kikyo. You'll be yelling at your screen, just pick one already, you emotionally stunted dog boy, every other episode. Seriously, the drama is real. But it's not just them. You've got Miroku constantly hitting on Sango, which despite his pervy ways, eventually blossoms into a truly sweet and committed relationship. Shippo is there, trying to figure out love, and being the innocent bystander to all the drama. Even side characters and villains have their own twisted romantic arcs. It makes the world feel profoundly rich, relatable, and keeps you invested, because you're desperate to see who ends up with who. This drama lives rent-free in a lot of fans' minds. Moving beyond just the battles and the relationship drama, Inuyasha builds a remarkably rich and immersive world. It's not just a backdrop, it's steeped in genuine Japanese folklore, mythology, and Buddhist philosophy, all presented in a way that's easily digestible and genuinely captivating. You'll encounter a tremendous range of different demons, spirits, and ancient legends. Each episode brings a new type of creature with its own unique powers, a new cursed village, or a new historical figure woven into the narrative. It's like a crash course in Japanese culture and supernatural beliefs, but with way more sword fights, magic, and a grumpy dog boy. The world building isn't just scenery, it actively influences the plot, the characters' abilities, and the stakes of their entire journey. It makes the adventure feel grander, more meaningful, and like there's always something new to discover. So, after all that, why should you, someone used to crisp, modern animation and lightning-fast pacing, bother with an anime from the early 2000s that probably finished before you were born? Because Inuyasha isn't just an old anime, it's a foundational work of art for modern shonen and fantasy adventure. It set the stage for so many series that came after it, with its perfect blend of action, adventure, fantasy, comedy, and notably deep emotional drama. It showed us how to do long-running arcs, how to evolve characters over hundreds of episodes, and how to make a crazy bunch the core of your story. You'll get completely lost in its rich, dangerous world. You'll cheer, you'll cry, you'll get frustrated, and you'll fall in love with these characters, flaws and all. The animation, while not always perfect by today's standards, truly shines in its key moments, and the music is iconic and instantly recognizable. And the themes of finding acceptance, overcoming prejudice, and the complexities of love, dealing with loss, and simply finding your place in the world, those are timeless. So yeah, if you're looking for a classic that absolutely holds up, delivers on epic adventure, satisfying character arcs, genuinely exciting fights, and enough messy romance to keep you debating for weeks, then Inuyasha is your next binge. It's not just your parents' anime, it's our anime now. Don't sleep on it. Alright, that's my take. What other old school anime do you think still reigns supreme? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if this breakdown convinced you to finally check out Inuyasha, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that hopefully makes you reevaluate your watch list. Stay safe out there, stay awesome, and maybe invest in some good demon repellent? Peace.